Sarah, what happened? Take me home, please. Are you gonna eat? You haven't even touched your food. I'm not hungry. Listen, we have to talk about this. You slapped the principal of your school in the face 3 times. What is going on? I didn't do it. Then who did? It was the pineapple. Excuse me? It was the pineapple. It had to be. They had to have done something with it. That girl Marissa brought one into school that day. And then this happened. God, not the pineapple thing again. Jesus Christ, Sarah. First, the pineapple shows up on the stairway and trips you. Now, it made you slap the principal in the face. I'm not crazy. Something is going on. I'm going to sleep. I'll see you in there later. Sarah, it's 3 a.m. What? I've gone over these details again and again and again, and there is just no explanation as to why any of this is happening. There's gotta be something here. I'm not crazy. I can't do this. I called Dr. Stevenson today. We have an appointment tomorrow morning. We'll figure this out. I'm glad you guys called me. I understand you've been having a very tough time. Well, thank you for fitting us in. So what do you think? Is there something that we can give her, or, like therapy? Well, I recommend therapy to all of my patients, but there is a new medication on the market that I think could really help your wife. I can write you a prescription for it. No, I will not be taking any medication you give me. I am not crazy. Sarah, please, don't silence me. I am not crazy. And I sure as hell won't be taking any strange medication that this man gives me. You want to be that way? Fine. I'm taking all my stuff and I'm staying with my sister. Until you can figure out whatever the heck is going on. I have got to get back in that school and see exactly what those kids are doing with this pineapple. Sarah. Greg! Marissa, hi. Mrs. Greenwood didn't show up for class today. Do you think... Greg! Hey, Billy. Mrs. Greenwood wasn't in class. That's what Marissa was just saying. Do you think it was... Surely nothing bad happened, right? All we did was ask the pineapple to teach her a lesson. I don't know. All I know is that we don't have to worry about her right now. Greg, I know that this pineapple situation is crazy and we both don't know what the heck it means, but what do you plan to get out of all this? I want to be important. And right now, the only thing in my life that shows me any type of respect and power is that pineapple. Hey, Greg. Chad, hi. Where's your pineapple? Where's your best friend, the pineapple? Shut up, bro. Jack told me that you make out with it when you get home every night. Is that what you do to the pineapple? Do you love that pineapple because your parents never showed you any love? Freak. Good morning, students. I am coming on here to relay some very sad news. Mrs. Greenwood got into a car accident and she passed away. There will be some teacher changes and things will be happening, but I'm so sorry. Oh my god, we freaking killed her. We killed Miss Greenwood. You guys, what? Stop it, you don't know that. Let's just ask, okay? Pineapple, we love you, pineapple. Pineapple, we love you, pineapple. Pineapple, may we ask you a question? Did you have anything to do with Mrs. Greenwood's death?
The fruits of your labor will come from this fruit. Sarah Greenwood is the first of many.
Alrighty, kids, I'm sure you're all feeling a little upset by Mrs. Greenwood's passing. But we do have a new special teacher that will be teaching this class for the remainder of the year. Everyone, allow me to introduce you to Mr. Greenwood. He thought that the perfect way to honor his wife would be to teach her class and teach the students that she loved so much. Have a great day, everybody. Hello, class. Greg? Marissa? I have a feeling you're going to teach me just as much as I teach you. That's so messed up. He knows. He knows. Yo, what the heck is going on? This is crazy. The school dance is next week. I have an idea. You're a loser, Greg. We're gonna kill 2 birds with 1 stone. Marissa, hi. Hi, is Greg home? Yeah, he's in his room. Come on in. Greg. Oh, hi, Marissa. What are you doing? I'm figuring it out. The dance is coming up, and I have a plan. The pineapple said it needs a certain amount of energy. It didn't tell me for what. I have no idea. But the pineapple has a goal. And what I do know is that the pineapples hate when people interfere with them achieving that goal. That's why Mrs. Greenwood is gone, and that's why we now have to get rid of Mr. Greenwood. And while I'm at it, I want to get rid of Chad. The pineapple also told me this. Those of you who trust and follow will have their wishes granted and no more sorrow. Yeah, so I'm just trying to get ready for the dance. That's when everything's gonna happen, okay? Okay, but the dance isn't for another week. Today is Halloween. Can we have fun? Okay, fine. Okay, amazing. Billy and I will meet you outside of your house at 7 p.m., okay? Let's go trick-or-treating. Greg, where's your costume? I'm, a Pokemon trainer. What the heck is that? Hey, what's up, Greg? It's me, Billy. He's a llama, isn't that amazing? Let's go. Trick or treat. Trick or treat. I'm a construction worker. Trick or treat. Okay, I admit, that was a lot of fun. And I got a ton of candy. Oh, I got so much candy. Some lady gave me a cactus light. What the heck? It's pretty cool. I told you we'd have fun. Thank you for coming out with us. Hey, losers. Chad, what do you want? What do you mean, what do I want? It's Halloween. Aren't I allowed to have some fun? Chad, get out of here, man. We're just trying to enjoy our night. Nice costume, bro. Give me your candy. No. I said, give me your candy. Fine. Oh, you guys got a lot of good stuff. All right, now leave us alone. I want that thing too. Man, come on, please, no. Give it to him. See, losers. I'm so sorry, Greg. Chad is such a jerk. That cactus light was so cool, man. I have an idea. No, we're not gonna hurt him. No, just a harmless prank. Pineapple, pineapple, we love you, pineapple. Pineapple, pineapple, we love you, pineapple. Hey, Dad, I'm home. All right, let's eat some of this candy. Pineapple Laffy Taffies? What the heck is this? Some kind of joke? Oh, I am going to kill them. That's actually not too bad.
They sent me to trick you, which I knew they would, but I am not going to do that. You see, I need you for something else. To fulfill my final act, which happens at the school dance. Will you be ready? I'll make sure you're ready.
Weirdest household rules ever. When this kid was like 8 years old, he was hanging out at his friend's house, and they were playing video games in his friend's room upstairs. Well, this kid had to pee very bad, so he went to the bathroom on the second floor of the house, and he started peeing. Well, somehow his friend's mom knew he was peeing in that upstairs bathroom, and she rushed up there and started banging on the door. Excuse me, what are you doing in here? Kyle? You better not be peeing. She said he couldn't pee in that bathroom because this bathroom is for nighttime peeing only and it's daytime right now. You can't be peeing in here. So she made this kid stop peeing midstream and she sent him to the downstairs bathroom to finish. When he finished and left the downstairs bathroom, she was standing there waiting for him. I bet you learned your lesson, huh? Yeah, I called your mom. She's on her way to get you right now. You are never allowed here ever again. Never again. I was almost mugged, but this is how I got out of it. I was walking home to my apartment on a cold, snowy Chicago evening, and I decided to take a shortcut. As I was walking through the alleys, I heard someone behind me yell, "Hey man, come here." And because it was late and I was skeptical, I just kept on walking. But he started following me. It was definitely a little sus. This is the point where I started straight up running to my apartment. I'm running and this guy's chasing me. I finally see the back of my apartment when I slip and fall on a big sheet of ice. At this point, the guy was catching up to me and I was like, alright, he's gonna get me, oh well. And I just started crying, screaming, flailing around. And what I didn't know at the time is that when I fell on the ice, my pants fell down too. And this guy gets to me and I'm preparing for the worst. But I guess my pantsless screaming self made him feel very uncomfortable because all he said was, oh hell no, and he ran away. And that's how I avoided being mugged.
Facts about celebrities that nobody really talks about. Matthew Perry from Friends lost a part of his middle finger after he slammed it in a car door when he was 3 years old. You can see it right here in this screenshot from a Friends episode. Elvis Presley was actually a natural blonde, but he started using black shoe polish to darken his hair because he thought it made him more handsome. Denzel Washington has dislocated his pinky finger so many times that sometimes it just falls out of place. In 1978, Tim Allen, known for his roles in Home Improvement and The Santa Claus, was caught with 1.4 pounds of cocaine on him. He was facing some serious prison time, but he snitched on other dealers in exchange for a smaller sentence. When Angelina Jolie was 22, she hired a hitman to kill her. She was going through a really tough time and wanted to escape, but the hitman was a decent enough person to ask her if that's what she really wanted. He told her to think about it and call him in 2 months. Well, she changed her mind. She said something changed, and she decided to stick it out.
The worst things people did in school. One day in middle school, one of the popular students wanted to mess with a kid that was bullied often. They were in class, and when this kid went to the bathroom, the popular kid cut the straps of his backpack. Hey, watch this. A few minutes after the kid got back, he noticed. What the heck? Did you do this? Loser. Turns out that kid's family didn't have a lot of money at all, so for the rest of the school year he had to carry around his backpack in his hands because he couldn't afford a new one.
Nice backpack, loser.
Kids that were legends in their high school. A follower submission. This guy sent me a story of how he became popular at his school. Recently, this guy moved to a brand new school. He had no friends and nobody knew who he was. Well, one day in class, he heard one of the popular kids say, "I'm hungry for some pizza," and that gave him an idea. He asked to go to the bathroom, and when he was in the bathroom, he went on DoorDash and ordered a few pizzas to be delivered to the school. The pizzas arrived when he was still in class, so he told the driver just to leave it in the office with his name on it. When lunch came around, he went to the office, grabbed the pizzas, and found that popular kid who said he was hungry for pizza and gave him a whole box. That kid and his friends were hyped. He then took the other pizzas and sold a few slices to other students. He made 20 bucks, but after that, he was no longer a nobody. He became pretty popular, and now everyone calls him the Pizza Boy. Nice. This man tried to get revenge on somebody that killed him in a video game. Julien Barreau was a 20-year-old Counter-Strike player living in France. But one day in the game, someone stabbed him and killed his character. Well, that did not make him happy at all. He spent months hunting down the opponent that killed him, and he eventually found him. He entered his house and stabbed him multiple times. Luckily, the victim survived. The knife missed his heart by centimeters. The judge called Barreau a menace to society and sentenced him to 2 years in prison and anger management lessons. I feel like they went too easy on him. What do you think? Craziest things teachers caught their students with. This teacher said that one day when he was trying to give a student a detention, the student pulled out an Uno switch card and genuinely thought that would get him out of it. That's not how it works, my friend. This next teacher said that one day he confiscated a makeshift taser from one of his students. The kid had rigged it by using multiple 9-volt batteries, wire, tape, and a button that was taken off from a toy. And the last one. At this one elementary school, a student came in with a bag. The teacher was kind of concerned, so she looked inside the bag. And turns out there was a live baby in there. Apparently, this kid wanted to show her friends her brand new little brother. My question is, how'd the parents let this happen? Sus. Here's a crazy McDonald's story. So the person that shared this said that she used to work at McDonald's. Well, this lady pulls through and orders a large high C. The girl working the drive-thru said that when they pulled up to pay and get their drink, she heard a lot of people in the car giggling, but she didn't really think too much of it. So she takes her money. All right, that's $2.50. Thank you. And here's your drink. Then, not even 2 seconds later, as she was turning around, she heard the lady in the car scream, "Fire in the hole!" The woman in the car then threw the large drink directly at the drive-thru worker. But somehow the worker was quick, and she managed to ninja chop that cup directly back into that person's car. Oh! It's all over me!
The customer who threw the cup then got very mad and demanded that she speak to a manager. I want to speak to a manager right now. This is unacceptable. The drive-thru worker then tells her manager what happened. He took her picture, posted it in the front of the McDonald's, and they banned her from that McDonald's for the rest of her life. Black markets kids ran in their schools, a follower submission. When this kid was in 5th grade, he started a business, a snack selling business. He bought a bunch of stuff from Costco. Candies, chips, juice, anything that was popular at that moment. And the second he started selling at school, business was immediately booming. He was selling out every single day. Well, one day he came to school ready to get his business on to make some money, but he realized business was abnormally slow. And that's when he found out that there was another group of kids who also started the same exact business. Well, he wasn't gonna let this fly. So he made himself some business cards and started having bundles with deals that kids could purchase. He hired 4 employees, 1 in his grade, 1 in 6th grade, 1 in 7th grade, and 1 in 8th grade, and they were paid every single Friday. They had 5 lockers, 1 for each person in each grade. And each one of those lockers were stuffed to the brim with candy and snacks. In total, he made $7,200. Here are some crazy things that happened at fast food restaurants. Up first, when this dude was in high school, he worked at a McDonald's inside of a Walmart. Well, there was one Walmart employee that would come in every day to order 2 fish fillet sandwiches with extra tartar sauce. Well, on this particular day, the Walmart employee comes in and orders, hey man, yeah, the usual. Hey, you got it, bro. When he got his 2 fish fillets with the extra sauce, he took a bite and decided that there was too much sauce, man. Watch the full video right here. At one middle school, teachers began to notice that boys were bringing a pineapple to class. They didn't think too much of it, but they started getting suspicious. The teachers then realized that this was the same pineapple that was being passed around from kid to kid every day. Well, one day a teacher walked into the bathroom and saw a group of boys worshiping this pineapple. Thank you, pineapple, for everything you've done for us this week. I really appreciate you. Kyle? Thanks, Billy. Pineapple, I love you so much. I asked Stacy to the dance and she said yes. I know that was your doing. You're really amazing. Greg? Thanks, Kyle. I wish that Mrs. Greenwood gets sick or falls down the stairs and breaks her arm because I really don't want to take the math test today. Pineapple, pineapple, we love you, pineapple. Pineapple, pineapple, we love you, pineapple. What in God's name is going on in here? I'm taking this pineapple. You 3 can go to the office. You have no idea what you just did. Who would throw away a whole pineapple? I took that from 3 boys today. They were praying to it in the bathroom. It was the weirdest thing I've ever seen. I can't believe she took it. Oh my God. This is the worst day of my life. Everyone shut up. Chill out. I have an idea. Me and that pineapple are very close. It's almost like we have a connection. She's gonna pay for this. What do you suggest we do, man? Say it with me, boys. Pineapple, pineapple, we love you, pineapple. Pineapple, pineapple, we love you, pineapple. Alrighty, I'm heading downstairs to my next class. I'll see you guys later. Stupid pineapple. Napleski. Pineapple-ski.
Make her wish she never walked into that bathroom.
What the? Oh, hi, Mrs. Stevens. You should be more careful. You just tripped on a pineapple. When this girl was in high school, her parents had this very strict rule. Alright, love you guys. I'm going to my friend's house. Okay, don't forget the rules. I won't. The rule was this. She had a curfew every night, and for every minute she was late after curfew, she would be grounded for a week. So if she was 2 minutes late coming home, she would be grounded for 2 weeks. Well, one day she was stuck behind a train. Come on. It was one of those long trains. You know what I'm talking about. Well, it was passing for 10 minutes, causing her to be 10 minutes late, Marissa. Do you know what that means? You were 10 minutes. Honey, please, I got this. No. 10 minutes late is what? 10 weeks. Excuse me? 10 weeks. 10 weeks, very good. You're grounded for 10 weeks, now get to your room. Oh, God, I hate them so much. Stupid rule. What the heck? What's a pineapple doing in here? Oh, I gotta go to school.
Take me.
Okay. Bye, Mom. Bye, Dad. I'm catching the bus. Good morning, class. I am back, as you can see. I wanted to say thank you all for the get well cards. I am doing great. It was just a broken arm. Marissa, what is that? It's a pineapple. It's my lunch. No. Get the heck out of my classroom right now. Go sit in the hallway. What are you talking? I am not doing this again. Go sit in the hallway. I'm gonna go talk to the principal. I'll be right back. Marissa? Greg, hi. Where did you get that? This is gonna sound crazy, but it just appeared. It just appeared? Okay, grab it and follow me. Mrs. Greenwood, I don't think you're ready to be back at school yet. No, my arm is fine. I'm not talking about your arm, I'm talking about your mind. You are not mentally fit. You don't understand. You think a pineapple is trying to kill you. You can just take a seat anywhere. What is this place? It's the old custodian closet. Nobody comes in here, you're fine. Hey Marissa. What's up, Marissa? Hey Kyle, hey Billy. You guys, what is going on? Look. You have one too? I don't exactly know what's going on, but it appeared for me too. These pineapples are special, but right now there is something that we have to stop. You guys, Marissa was chosen just like us, and Mrs. Greenwood is back today, and she kicked her out of her room. And now she's talking to the principal, so we have to do something. What can she even do, though? I don't know, but she needs to go. It's not right to keep hurting her. We don't have to hurt her, but we can influence a decision. After me. Pineapple, pineapple, we love you, pineapple. Pineapple, pineapple, we love you, pineapple. And now we wait. You're right, I'm sorry. I've had a long week. It's okay, I totally understand. All right, I will see you. What the heck? You are fired! Get out of my school! It's done. Let's talk about what's next. Super strange Craigslist prank. One day, this dude and his friend posted an ad on Craigslist as a joke. The ad said, looking for a man to be filmed eating a sandwich. Is that good? Bro, that's perfect. Post it. The funny thing is, they got 12 responses on that ad. Some people wanted to be filmed eating a sandwich so bad, they even sent them their resumes. Well, there was one guy who applied. He was rather nerdy looking. On the day of the shoot, this guy shows up. Now, eat the sandwich. But like, act excited, be enthusiastic, okay? Be more excited about this. Yeah, nice. Perfect. I love the sandwich. Perfect. Did we get it? Now pretend to be a squirrel eating it. Okay. Alright, we got it. Nice job, man. And he left. They never saw him again. A Christian boarding school black market. This girl went to an extremely conservative Christian boarding school. Jeans, shorts, candy, cell phones, TVs, gaming systems, movies, and clothes that had brand names were all banned. Well, naturally, a couple students started a black market. Keep in mind, everybody at this school was very wealthy. Most of them had parents who were doctors. They had to be incredibly careful, otherwise they could get expelled. But business was absolutely booming. And because they had tons of money, they didn't care how much they spent on it. One kid bought a box of Altoids for $15. Eventually, the school caught on because tons of people had banned items in their rooms. They never found out who did it because none of the customers snitched. The kids that ran this business made thousands. New black market vid on my page. Check it out right now. This kid and his friend ran the most insane businesses in high school. He lived pretty close to shops, so every day he would buy a bunch of items. And him and his friend made a website where students at their school could go on and order items from them. The website had descriptions and prices on there as well. It was very convenient. Then, to get paid and make profit, he charged a $7.50 delivery fee. They also had a selection of energy drinks that they stored in certain lockers around the school that were available for students' immediate pickup. Another thing they did was that they sold teachers' login information. Now, the prices for these were much higher. Kids would buy them to change grades and do stuff like that. They also had the principal's login. They actually sold that one for over $600. These geniuses ran these businesses for over 4 years, and they made about $300,000. That's absolutely insane. New black market vid on my page. Check it out right now. Crazy things kids did in school. This one middle school student was voted most likely to succeed by all of his peers. Everyone loved him. He was very popular. Well, a week after that, he was on the news. Good afternoon. We are here with Kyle Mellon, who is being called a hero after helping put out a fire that started on the school bus. Kyle, what do you think of all this? It's crazy. Yeah, I was just sitting on the bus and I started to smell smoke. The bus stopped and I helped everyone get out and I helped pour water on the fire and here we are. I just had to do the right thing.
Well, it sounds like you did the right thing, Kyle, and we all thank you. I have been Tracy Stevenson here at Channel 2 News.
He was a hero, but that changed pretty quickly. The school was able to recover the security footage on the school bus, and what they saw wasn't what they expected.
Good evening. We have an update on the school bus fire. Apparently, the fire was started by Kyle Mellon, the kid that we called a hero. I just wanted to update you and tell you that he is no longer a hero.
Black market kids ran in their schools, a follower submission. This kid is in middle school, and his dad owns a shawarma restaurant. Well, one day this kid had an idea. He started helping his dad close the restaurant every single night, and he started taking home the leftover shawarma, falafel, juice boxes, and a ton of other things. He would then bring those things to school the next day and sell them to students. There's a microwave in the lunchroom, so he would keep the products cold, and then the kids who bought them could warm them up so they taste fresh. To this day, he still hasn't been caught. Business is booming. So far, he's made $300, and he has no plans to stop. Black markets kids ran in their schools, a follower submission. When he was in middle school, there were tons of kids that walked home every single day. Well, this kid had a brilliant idea. He gathered a bunch of bikes, skateboards, and scooters that were in his garage. It was 5 bikes, 5 skateboards, and 5 scooters. He then brought them to school and stored them in this old broken down shed that nobody used. He was going to rent these out to students who had to walk home. Things started off slow at first, but eventually business began booming. He charged kids $20 to rent out a bike, $15 to rent out a scooter, and $10 to rent out a skateboard. At the end of the school day, once customers paid, they were able to take this equipment home with them, as long as they brought it back the next morning. And if somebody didn't bring it back, this guy had bodyguards that worked for him. Eventually, this kid was caught and suspended, but in total, his rental service made him over $600. This third date ended quick. This guy was on a third date with this girl he met on Tinder. She was at his apartment and they were just hanging out. As they were talking on his couch, she said, "I have to use the bathroom really fast, okay?" "Oh yeah, for sure. In the hallway, first door on your right." "Okay, I'll be back soon." Well, she was in there for a decent amount of time. He assumed she was probably pooping. "I'm back. So where were we?" "We were talking about your childhood in Ohio, but I have to use the bathroom too. I'll be right back." So he goes in the bathroom, but when he gets in there, he notices something sus. It was a decent-sized poop that she obviously didn't flush. But the worst part is, there was no toilet paper in the toilet. What the heck? He checked the garbage can because who knows? There was no toilet paper in the garbage can as well. Oh. His date had pooped in his bathroom, didn't flush, and obviously didn't wipe after going. Yeah, you gotta go. And he never saw her again. It was the end of the day and this third grade teacher's class was getting ready to go home. One of her students was arguing with her about the homework due the next day. "Miss, you gave us too much homework." "I think it's a perfect amount of homework. You'll do fine." "No, I won't. I'm not gonna do it." "Oh, you're not, huh?" "No, the homework's stupid. I'm not gonna do it." "How would you like if I called your mom right now and told her that her son is being difficult and telling me he's not gonna do his homework?" "Don't bring my mom into this." "Your mom is probably so fat when she walks the earth shakes." "My mom's dead." "My mom is dead." And then the class just sat there in silence for about 10 minutes while their teacher cried. The next day, there was a sub. The worst fast food experiences. One day, a woman comes into a restaurant to order a drink. "Hi, what can I do for you?" "Hi, yeah, I want to order a large Coke." "Okay, 1 second. But I want the large soda to be in a small cup, please." "What?" "I want a large soda, but in a small cup." "I'm confused. That wouldn't work." "How hard is this to understand? I want a large soda in a small cup, please." "That would just be a small soda then." "Large soda, small cup. Now." So what he did to prove she was being ridiculous was he put the Coke in a large cup, and he brought an empty cup over to the counter where she was standing, and he poured the large soda into the small cup. Obviously, the small cup filled up very fast, and the rest of the soda spilled all over the counter.
Craziest things people did in college. When this guy was in college, one day, for some reason, he bought 35 heads of lettuce, and he began hiding them all around campus. Except there was one head of lettuce that was different from the rest. He hollowed this head of lettuce out and put a pickle inside of it, really snug, and he posted flyers all around campus. The flyers said, "Have you seen me?" And there was a picture of a head of lettuce on it. And below that picture it said, "If you find the lettuce that holds the pickle, I will give you $500. And he had his phone number on there. Well, students began going crazy. Everyone was hunting down these heads of lettuce, finding them all over campus. One of the school deans apparently found a head of lettuce in his desk drawer.
Damn.
The lettuce that held the pickle was actually found by a student that had just gotten robbed a couple weeks prior. He called the number on the flyer, brought him the pickle lettuce, and was paid his $500. This guy got awesome payback. One day his dog was playing in the backyard, and when he called his dog back inside, the dog didn't come. Rufus? He noticed his backyard gate was open, so his dog must have gotten out and ran away somewhere. He immediately made a bunch of missing dog posters with his phone number on it and placed them around the town. After a few hours, his phone rang. Hello? Your dog's lost, loser. He was so angry. Who would do that? Eventually, somebody did call. His dog was found and it was returned safely. But he was still super mad at that dude who pulled the prank. So what he did was he took his phone number and signed it up for a bunch of random stuff. He did it so many times that there was no way that that dude's phone wasn't blowing up 24/7. Hello? Hey man, what you do is not cool at all. I'm getting so many phone calls. I'm losing my mind. Why did you do this to me? That's hilarious. Hey man. Cute. What I would do if I met Mr. Beast. Hey, for $500, would you? Nice mustache. Hey, you too. Can I touch it? Yeah. Wait, hold on. Okay. It's nice. Can I pet your mustache? Absolutely. It's nice. Thank you. Have an amazing day. Hey, you too, man. You too.
আপনি যে কি করে আপনার মাথায় কোনো কমন সেন্স নেই আমার বাসায় কিছু সবাই দেখে ফেলে
রাত 10টায় আমি ফোন দিব আর একবারের বেশি যদি রিং হয় মামা মালটা তো জোস সরি ভাবি তুই পারবি দেখ কিভাবে কই সেটিং মিটিং নাই তো সেটিং মানে বুঝো না পেন্টেরিতি ও তো আমাদের ভাবি হয় ওই হিসাবে আমাদের বিয়ে হিসাব ভাবছি
আচ্ছা দাঁড়া ওয়েট কর আমাকে একটু ভাবতে দে দেখি কি করা যায় দোস্ত তুই থাক আমি যাই
আমি থাকবো মানে
তুই থাক দোস্ত
রক্ত লাগবে রে রক্ত আসবো না মানে
হ্যাঁ তাই তো শুনলাম
আসবো না ঠিক আছে দেখতেছি ব্যাপারটা যাও
কি রে তুই কোচিং এ যাস না কেন
দোস্ত আমি কোচিং এ কিভাবে যাব বল এই গুন্ডাটা যে আমাকে ডিস্টার্ব করে তুই দেখতেই তো পারছস ডেইলি আমার পিছনে লাগে থাকে
আমার ভালোবাসার গল্পটা অপূর্ণ রয়ে গেল গলবে পাখির মন গলবে এমন মন্ত্র দেব
এভাবে রাস্তাঘাটে একটা মেয়েকে উত্তক্ত করে আর নিজের গায়ে রক্ত দিয়ে
হ্যালো
Hey, what's up, prank man?
কে
একটু হলেই তো তোমার ফোন হাওয়া হয়ে যেত।
তুই তোর ফোন আর কোনোদিন পাবি না।
কেন?
তোর বাবা তো তোর ফোনটাকে একদম আছাড় দিয়ে ভেঙে শেষ, এমনকি পানিতে চুবাইছে।
আউট অফ কিউরিওসিটি হয়তো দেখা করব, বাট আই এম নট দ্যাট মাচ ইজি, অলওয়েজ রিমেম্বার।
আজকে যদি তারা না থাকতো আজকে তো দিতাম একদম। এই খালি স্কার্টেন গার্ডেন।
এই যে আপু, এসব গার্ডেন ফার্ডেন যায় না, আমার ভাই ব্রাদাররা আছে, আপনার একদম কামড়ায় দিবে। না 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 ব্রো, এই যে আপনার ফোন প্র্যাঙ্ক ছিল ব্রো, চিল চিল চিল। রাকিব ভাই, আপনি এসআই রাকিব ভাই না? আপনার কথা আমি অনেক শুনছি। আপনি কিন্তু মানে বুঝের লোক। টেজে তোলেন।
এই হোসেন আলী, ক্যামেরা আগেই কইছিলাম আমার বস ফেমাস। হ্যাঁ হ্যাঁ হ্যাঁ, ভাই একটু যদি ধরতে।
হ্যাঁ হ্যাঁ শিওর।
কিভাবে যে কনফার্ম হয়?
এটা তো এদিকে না, 3 নাম্বার গেট ওইদিকে, শঙ্কর গলি বোধহয় গেটের বাইরে। আপনি ভুল আসছেন, যান।
ভুল আসছে, কিন্তু আমি কি চিনতে পারবো?
ও আচ্ছা, আপনি দ্যাট বোরখা গার্ল।
চিনতে পেরেছো তাহলে না?
আই লাইক গুড গার্লস। ফলো করতে ফলো কর, যা। ইফতে কই যায় দেখবি, যা। সারা জীবনে প্রথম কাউরে প্র্যাঙ্ক করতে যায়, নিজেই আজকে প্র্যাঙ্ক হয়ে গেল।
মুনিয়া, তুমি আমাকে বলেছো যে তুমি তোমার কোনো বয়ফ্রেন্ড নাই।
না না, বয়ফ্রেন্ড না, আমি ওনার বয়ফ্রেন্ড, আমি ওর ফিয়ান্সে। ওর সাথে আমার বিয়ে নেক্সট।
ও আচ্ছা আচ্ছা,
আমার জন্য?
এটা তোমার জন্য, একটা নতুন ফোন দিলাম।
এই জন্য তাহলে তোমরা এতক্ষণ নাটক করছো?
নাটক না, তোমার ফোনটা পুরনো হয়ে গেছে।
কেন
নতুন ফোন।
আমরা প্র্যাঙ্ক করতে পারি না?
একটা ইম্পর্টেন্ট কথা ছিল তোমার সাথে। এমন করলে কেমন হয় যদি এই এন্টারটেইনমেন্ট জার্নিতে আমি জয়েন করি তোমার সাথে?
আরে বেঞ্চ সাহেব, নতুন নতুন সম্বন্ধ তো তাই চিনতে পারেন নাই। ওই যে আপনার বান্ধবী তুলি আছে না?
আপনি যে কি করে, আপনি তাতে কোনো কমন সেন্স নেই। আমার বাসায় যদি সবাই দেখে ফেলে।
রাত 10টায় আমি ফোন দিব, আর একবারের বেশি যদি রিং হয়। মামা, মালটা তো জোস। সরি 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 ভাবি, তুই যা, তুই পারবি, তুই যা। দেখ কিভাবে কই। সেটিং মেটিং নাই তো? সেটিং মানে বুঝো না, পেন্টিরিতি।
সবে ইন্টার সেকেন্ড ইয়ারে পড়ি।
ইন্টার সেকেন্ড ইয়ারে আমার ক্লাস 9 এর পোলাবেনও প্রেম করে। মামা, মায়া তো অস্থির। এক্সকিউজ মি আপু, এক্সকিউজ মি, আপনার নামটা যদি বলতেন একটু। শুনেন বেঞ্চ সাহেব, আমার বন্ধু জিসান, ঠিক আছে? আপনার বান্ধবীরে শুনো। মারি নাই তো, শাসন করছি। ভালো লাগে না, একটু মারতেই পারি, তাহলে কিন্তু খুব খারাপ হয়ে যাবে। তুই রবির নামে সুন্দর একটা রিক্সা ডাক। ভাবি, চিনতে আমার বন্ধু জিসান দিচ্ছে, প্লিজ ভাবি, আপনি কি নেন প্লিজ ভাবি। দেখেন ভাবি, কালকে সারা রাত তোমার আমি কল দিচ্ছি।
সারা রাত? তাহলে আপনি শুনুন আপনার ভালোবাসার মানুষের অতীত বর্তমান। পাগল কোন একদম ঠিক হয় না, ওনার ব্যথা লাগে নাই?
ব্যথা তো বেশি তুহিন।
তুহিনের ব্যথা লাগছে মানে?
বন্ধু, তুই চিন্তা করিস না রে, ভাবির মন ঠিকই গলে যাবে। ভাবির মন তো গলবে, কিন্তু